Hey, what's up guys? How's everybody doing? Mr. Live here. Wanted to talk to everyone today about some exciting news that's going on in cryptocurrency and in a massive DeFi that is really starting to take notice from many different people and is starting to take over the space. So let's first and foremost, let's talk about what is going on in cryptocurrency. So first, it is over here about 1 p.m. in the afternoon, a beautiful day, about 60 degrees, gorgeous. But whether it is the morning, afternoon, or evening, I wanted to say thank you so much for taking the time to actually see what is going on in the world of cryptocurrency and what has me so excited that I've really been talking to you guys about for the past 3 or 4 weeks, but here you're going to hear a little bit more clarity on essentially what's going on. So first and foremost, there was a, let's call it a sneaky post that was kind of put out by a few different people that hinted to the fact that Joe Rogan is going to be putting out a 4-hour interview on Bitcoin in the next 2 weeks. And he has a special guest. And if you put 2 and 2 together and you look at Pomp's podcast and what he does and what Joe Rogan is doing, it appears that Joe Rogan is going to be, or has interviewed Anthony Pompliano, and that's a 4-hour interview. And I imagine that that is going to really set the crypto community on fire. And so that's a pretty big announcement, because that's something that's very bullish for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, and increases the adoption for what is needed to happen, right? So all of that is super, super bullish news. In addition to that, you have a lot of different cryptocurrencies that are starting to really break out. You know, you have RSR, Reserve is really starting to break out. You have Clever, which is now going to be releasing their own DeFi. So there's so many different cryptocurrencies that people have a chance to take advantage of. But what I wanted to bring to light, especially today, is a DeFi project that I've been involved with since inception, part of the core team of it, and that is something called NRGY, NRGY. And what NRGY is really combining the best of everything. You're combining the best of cryptocurrency, the best of finance, the best of the NFT projects that are going to be out there, and DeFi, all in one. And that is something that is really special. And so if you're in cryptocurrency, you understand what I'm talking about. If you're not in cryptocurrency, it's definitely beneficial that you guys pay attention. And whether you're listening to this live or you're listening to this broadcast and you're listening to the recorded version, or you're listening to this on YouTube, please pay close attention for the next several minutes, because I believe it will definitely capture and leave you breathless in your attention. So there's a bunch of things that are happening in DeFi. And in DeFi, we're talking about decentralized finance. Decentralized finance is taking the world by storm. It is a way that you do not have to actually have institutions involved. You are primarily in control of everything, right? So you don't have to worry about any third party getting in the way of anything. And so it's a direct communication portal, which is essentially along the lines of why cryptocurrency and cryptography was invented to begin with back in 2009. And so in following this model, NRGY has been created with that fair value purpose, fair economy, so that we all have an ability to develop a culture, develop a community. And NRGY is actually going to be having their first AMA, which is Ask Me Anything, on the Telegram community chat. And that's going to be held on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where there will be a series of questions that will already be populated and answered by the founders of it, okay? But then after that, anyone in the community will be able to ask whatever questions they want to. We'll pick a handful and then basically answer those questions from there. Now, one of the biggest exciting things that's happening in NRGY is the fact that you have full control of your funds at all times. So whatever you actually deposit in Ethereum or in USDC, you are able to take out whenever you want. So essentially, it's kind of like having your cake and eating it too, because you're able to earn on the rewards that are essentially being put out there. So there's a yield, almost like a yield farming way of doing things. And I know I'm speaking to you guys a little bit more of a crypto lingo terminology, but if we think about what cryptocurrency has done now and what everything else is going to be doing going forward, and compare that to actual banks and what you're receiving from banks, is nothing in comparison to what crypto is doing. And one of the biggest concerns is, how can I take my cryptocurrency and how can I convert that into cash that I can spend, right? And so there are many different cryptocurrency cards that are out there that give you the capability of doing that. In the US, BitPay is a big one. A lot of people use BitPay. They use MCO, right? So they use crypto.com. That's another one that they use. And so these are two different ways in our area in the United States that you have an ability to capitalize on that. Now, what NRGY is going to do in the future, not right now, but in the future, is they're going to come out with their own crypto debit card as well. And that's going to be something really powerful, because people that hold NRGY will be able to actually spend their NRGY without having to officially convert it. And that's awesome, right? So, and if you look at what the price of NRGY is now, it's around $500 for one coin. Now that could be more, that could be less of when you're actually watching this video. But I want you guys to understand something. The foundational principles that are involved with NRGY are that you have full control of your funds at all times. So that's number one. Number two is that it is fully decentralized. That means that you do not have to worry about not having someone who has a large percentage of the coins initially given for free, which happens in a lot of NFT and DeFi projects out there, but it doesn't happen in NRGY. In fact, every single person, including the main core team that's involved in NRGY, has bought into the project. Myself, as an influencer, I was never given any free coins to promote NRGY. I had to pay money to buy into it, just like everybody else. Okay? Now, on top of that, we will also not pay any other YouTubers or influencers free coins. We will allow anyone to use our community builder program, which I'll go into in a few minutes. That in itself is very lucrative for anyone that desires to use it. Now, one thing I want you guys to know is supply. The supply of NRGY is 4.3 million coins. That's not a lot. Think about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is 21 million. NRGY is 4.3 million. That's a massive difference in terms of supply. And even at 21 million, people believe that that is a low number. Well, 4.3 is much lower than that. Now, this coin, as I said, right now is valued around $500. But its ability going forward is going to be much, much higher. Now, I don't want to speculate and give you guys any prices. I want you to understand something. What NRGY firmly believes in, and what I believe in, is no hype, just results. There is no need to talk about any kind of hype in energy. Yes, I understand the name sounds like it's something that would promote some kind of hype to it. It's just really, the name of it is just another way of spelling the word energy. And it's actually a very unique way to show people the potential of what this has. And what NRGY is doing is becoming the DeFi, the app store of DeFis. So imagine you could take any single decentralized project, put it onto an app store, and be able to not have to pay any fees whatsoever to develop it, like to list it there, right? 80% of those fee revenue is going to be brought to the developer themselves, and 20% is going to be given to all the people that are staking and holding more than 25 coins of NRGY. And that's dispersed across all the different stakers. Now, again, I know I'm talking to you a little bit more in crypto language, but this presentation is geared towards people in crypto. Okay? So please keep that in mind if you're sharing it. Now, the other thing that I want you guys to understand is volatility. In the beginning of any cryptocurrency project, whether that's DeFi, NFT, or anything else that's out there, there is going to be a tremendous amount of volatility where a coin can go from, let's say, maybe, $100 to $600 in a matter of days. Now, our coin did that, but it did it in 4 hours. It went from $515 down to $134, back up to $450 in 4 hours. Why? Because a lot of people pulled out their profits early and don't fully understand the project. They don't think it has any use case. They don't think it has any kind of usability. Okay. Here's what I want you all to understand. And listen carefully, because this is important. NRGY, in my opinion, and I'm not saying this to be biased, I'm saying this because I've been in crypto a long period of time. NRGY could be the best project of 2021 in DeFi and NFTs and anything that you want. Our community is small. It's about 1,000 people. It's not a lot. The amount of wallets are around 500. Not a lot. Now, imagine that on a larger scale. And our coin is $500 right now. Our decentralized finance apps are starting to be built. Trade Genie is going to be one of our DeFi apps that's going to be built. The community builder essentially is its own in itself. I'll go into that in a couple minutes. Now, Trade Genie is going to give people an ability to go on and trade with no fees and get an ability to place their own algorithms there. So there's already going to be algorithms for trading that's going to be there. And it's a subscription service. But the beauty of this is anyone in the space, in crypto, in stocks, in Forex, they can put their own algorithms on that, and people can choose from whatever algorithms they want to actually use, pay for that subscription, and basically have their crypto, their Forex, their stocks literally be on autopilot. And all of that is decentralized. That is only one application. There are many more that are coming, and there are a few that are going to be revealed in our AMA. So I highly encourage everyone to attend that. Now let's think about a few things. One, this is a low supply. of 4.3 million coins. Fully decentralized. No one is given any free coins. Influencers are not paid free coins to promote. No founders were given any free coins. None of that. Yes, there are people behind the project, about 5, that are actually the core people that are involved within the project, but that's it. You don't have any company. You do not have any physical owner per se. You do not have it registered in another country. None of that. None of that is going on. You are in full control of your funds. In fact, about 5 days ago, we had someone sell $198,000 worth of their coin, which of course dropped the coin value. But what that demonstrated to you very clearly is that you have full control of your money at all times. Now remember, I said the project is early. It's a month. That's it. But in a month, we've taken this coin from $2 all the way up to $700, back down to $100, to correct all the way back to $500, and that's where we're about stable right now. In a month, with no decentralized apps fully built out yet, but that'll be coming this week. Actually, really by April 1st to be more precise. And you have an ability to bring any decentralized app developer to the NRGY platform and have them built upon it, and everyone benefits. Everyone. Not just you, not just a developer, but everyone benefits. We are building a community of viable users. We are building a community of integrity-based principles, which is seldom seen in the cryptocurrency space. And so I highly encourage you to understand these fundamental principles, to understand what is involved within this project before saying, I'm going to dump $198,000 worth of my coin, because I guarantee you, if you do that, within a matter of weeks, maybe even less than that, you are going to highly regret it. Now you have an ability to do it. No one says you're not in full control. You can sell all you want, no problem. But you're not going to get the same value for the coin, because here's the thing. Remember, I told you that it's 4.3 million coins. What I didn't tell you is when you unstake your coins, you lose on 2 ways. The first way is you lose 7.5% of those coins. But the 7.5% is also removed from the total supply. That means that we will never reach 4.3 million coins. It will be less than that, significantly. So that person who sold off in the 198,000, they had a lot of those coins staked. 7.5% of that supply is now burned from the total supply. In your own mind, if you're in cryptocurrency, you know that that is a big deal. That is a very low supply. You need to understand the full project before you sell off any coins. Again, go ahead and do it. But know what is going to happen if you do it too early. And I'm not trying to say this to create any kind of FOMO, fear of missing out, or anything like that. I'm saying it because The decentralized apps are not fully there yet. Our website is not even fully built out yet. The scalability of the project for you all to see it isn't even there yet. When that's all there, the price is going to be higher, the volatility is going to be minimal, and you're all going to regret selling out too early on a large supply. I'm just telling you facts. I've been watching cryptocurrency since 2014, been involved since 2015. I know what it's like to be buying and selling and how all that works. Now, our coin is listed on Uniswap right now. It's nowhere else yet. It will go to other decentralized exchanges. But one place where we're going to be taking this specifically is we are building a wrapped NRGY on the Binance Smart Chain. And the reason why this is happening is because the fees are so high on Uniswap, and I understand they're going to do some things to lower those fees on Uniswap, but until that, we want to have this rolled out and ready to go. So we're hoping by the end of this week, we can have that rolled out. What I want you guys to understand is that is the biggest barrier that NRGY faces right now, is that the Ethereum gas cost is too high. When that gets cut down and we're on the Binance Smart Chain, the influx of users is going to be very high. One. Two, I also know that there are major investors that will be coming into this coin in the very near future. Again, no FOMO, no fear of missing out. I'm letting you know facts. I have the insider knowledge to give you guys the heads up, because all I've been hearing is, why didn't you tell me about the coin when it was $11? Well, I have. You just haven't been listening and paying attention because you don't think I know shit, to be honest with you. And that's okay. That's not a problem. I don't mind that. I'm building a legacy for myself, for my family, and for everybody else for the future. Whether you want to listen to me or not, that's your call. You do your own due diligence. You make your own decisions. And if someone else brought this to you, get back to that person and understand more about why NRGY is so valuable now and for the future. It is important always that you do your own research. Don't ever base it on one person. Now, as I said, I've been in crypto a while, but it is very important for you guys to do that. Based on my suggestion alone, having the ability to be in the development stages of what this platform and what this coin is doing, I am giving you this knowledge so that when the coin goes from $500 to $1,000 or way more than that in the near future, I'm not hearing from you, why didn't you tell me when it was $500? I told you when it was $11. You didn't listen. I told you when it was $100. You didn't listen. I told you when it was $300. You didn't listen. People have told you about Bitcoin when it was $3,000. You didn't listen. People have told you about Bitcoin when it was $10,000. You didn't listen. People have told you about Bitcoin when it was $60,000. You're waiting for a correction. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Now, I'm talking to you passionately, and I'm telling you this factually. Crypto is where you need to be. DeFi, and this coin in particular, is going to do things that nothing else in crypto has done before. Now, the last part, and the reason why I'm leaving it for last, is the Community Builder Program. Remember, no influencers are paid free coins. So they developed something called a Community Builder Program to say, hey, we want to reward those for sharing this opportunity with other people. So they incentivized it on a reward level with 2 levels. The first level is 15%. The second level is 10%. That's it. It's not MLM. Understand, it is not MLM. There are many of you here that are listening to this that have been involved with MLMs before. Get that out of your head. It's not MLM. I've promoted other MLMs before. This is not MLM. I want that to be very clear because that message has to be heard. This is just like any other affiliate program like Amazon where you have 2 levels and things of that nature. That's what this is. Now, here's what you have to understand. If you bring in someone who puts in 100 coins, now I'm talking to you as an investor. You bring in someone who brings 100 coins. You're their primary sponsor. You get 15 coins. Take 15, multiply that times 500, and put that directly into your wallet within seconds. No institution, no middle person, no nothing. It's a way of saying thank you for bringing people into the system once they stake their coins. This is not for buying coins. This is for staking. Remember, this presentation is geared toward those who are in cryptocurrency. Now, the other thing I've been hearing, let me get to that after this part. Now, if you're the second person in that line, so if you're not the sponsor, but you're their second level, take 100 coins and you get 10%. That's 10 coins times $500. That's instantly in your MetaMask wallet. Instantly. What if this coin went to $5,000 in 2 years and you never did anything but held on to it? All the rewards that you received, you held on to. Or you sold off a little bit at a time, whatever you want to do. Can you imagine what the potential of that would be? What's 5,000 times 10? That's $50,000. Does $50,000 sound like a good deal to you for sharing it with one person? Do the math. Now, I've been dead on serious with you during this whole presentation because I want you to understand the validity of what NRGY has. And the last thing I'm going to touch on was because this was brought to my attention by other people. Hey, you're not on CoinGecko. You're not on CoinMarketCap. I can't see you fully on TradingView. I'm not going to look at your project. Okay, sounds good. You can keep moving on, and when the other people keep joining in, because they understand that it's listed on Uniswap, and they understand what Uniswap is going to do for the future, and they understand that it's fully decentralized and you're in full control of your funds, and that's not good enough for you, you massive marketers out there who think that you just want to bully everybody into getting into a coin just because you want to make money, stop your shit. Seriously, cut it now. This is not that kind of program. This is not a pump and dump. This is a very serious crypto opportunity for you to get into alone and profit from, let alone bringing others and sharing others about it. This needs to be marketed and promoted the right way with the integrity that it is based upon. Now, during our AMA on Tuesday at 10 a.m., there is going to be some massive, massive news dropped. I highly encourage you to attend that because it will blow your mind and tell you that $500 is diddly squat in comparison to what this is going to be in the next 2 to 3 months. So, take all the information that I have bestowed upon you today. Understand the validity of this project. Understand that I am an integrity-based person and would not put my name on the line unless this was something that I felt 1000% comfortable in. Now, all of us, including me, have made mistakes in the past in cryptocurrency, but we understand that we need to capitalize on those mistakes and not do them again. I made a mistake of one time by giving people full control of my funds and letting my crypto grow because back then I thought that was a good idea. I didn't know any better. I know better now. I'm smarter. This is a smart way to, over time, grow your Ethereum, grow your energy. However you want to put it is up to you. With one click of a button, you could take one Ethereum and you could convert that into energy and you can stake that and start getting interest on that up to 4% a week. And in the beginning stages, like now, that number is drastically higher. But as we go, that's what it'll be about. And it is reliant upon the liquidity coming into the platform to release the certain amount of coins that are coming out, staked per week and being minted. It's not like NRGY went and said, hey, we're going to put out 4.3 million coins right away. No. That's released per week. You get it? It is a market maker staking opportunity for everyone to benefit from. It is up to you whether you want to get involved now or later. And honestly, you're going to kick yourself when it's later. The choice is yours. You now have the information to make an informed decision on whether or not this is good for you. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, the honesty, the transparency, and the ability for you to get involved in an amazing DeFi project that is just starting out. Have a great day or night, and we'll talk to you soon. Live out.